Hey Capricorn, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for January 29th, 2025. This is for Capricorn. Ooh, Capricorn, last shuffle for Capricorn. I tell you right now, listen, you have a conflict here and a consciousness of lack. Listen, Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. They're showing here that there's a conflict in what is around you versus what you think is around you. Okay? You have more than you think, more than you know. There's unexpected money coming in here. The conflict is walking away from something that you need to walk away from for sure. You can't be happy in some cycle anymore or something. There's something that you just can't be happy in anymore. This is it. I can't do this anymore. I'm feeling that energy like I can't do this anymore. I can't be this way anymore. The way I was back then, it doesn't make me happy. So the conflict is letting love in. That's the conflict. I'm seeing the color pink or tulips. And that is usually a vibe when I see that. It's saying I need to let love in. Like I need to be open and vulnerable. But the conflict is that your old patterns may be that you are always closed off to emotions or very closed off to the vulnerability. You wear a mask. Listen, I'm not saying this. This is what Spirit's saying, okay? This is what Spirit's saying here because I was raised by a Capricorn, and that woman always had, well, she didn't fully raise me like I had no parents, but I'm saying, like, we all grew up very, very close, living in the same house, all of us. Uncles, aunts, cousins, all of us are just, you know, old Indian folks. But what I find interesting about this, right, is that it looks like you may be in this space where you're saying what I usually do is like I'm vulnerable, then I'm not, and I walk away before it reaches the before it plateaus. Maybe it's like as soon as there's any comfortability, you back out. So there's a conflict of interest in this energy. And this is not just to say in love, this is in general. They're showing that there's something about that in general that you're needing to realize, or your purpose here. I just want to say your purpose is to learn and then realize what truly matters to you. That your purpose is tied directly to what matters to you. It's like hardwired into you that you would know what your purpose is because it would matter and you would be interested in it. You need to make your peace with your past, though. Page of Cups and the Four of Cups is a consciousness of lack, of saying that it's very difficult for me to be happy fully. Like there's something about that in the past. Maybe it was hard for you to just be happy, just to be relaxed and say, sure, I'm happy. Um, it shows that I'm seeing the situation will improve. This conflict will definitely go, like it's going to dissipate, right? It's going to decline, be on a decline. But just like the flower, like I'm seeing a tulip, they're almost saying you need to be honest with yourself, that you need to be open, you need to be vulnerable and let love in. Not only is it love for people, right? But love for what you do and who you are and what you're here for. Some of you may feel as though you had too many obstacles. There's a lot of obstacles. So sometimes before the obstacles even appear, you walk away when you see just a little inkling. As soon as something changes, you're like, oh, there goes the obstacle, I'm out. And of course, like I said, this pertains to love and many other things. So I have an angelic energy saying, yeah, this will improve. Don't worry, things are going to get better. To stick things out, but you need to be very honest with yourself about what you do, what your cycle is, what has you trapped, bound. The conflict is that there's like a blockage here. As soon as you start to love something, the obstacles come in. As soon as you start to love someone, the problems come in, and then you're out. You're done. The wheel of fortune comes in, which means that I change. Immediately, I'm changed. Immediately, I'm disappointed, and I'm walking out, and I'm walking away, and I disconnect, or I'm abandoning the situation, even emotionally. You may be presently there, but your emotions are out the door. They already left. And so you're just there and you're disconnected and you're not interested. and even a bit bored with the situation. And it's all because an obstacle comes in. And that may have been your past. Spirit's asking you to make your peace with your past here. That may have been who you were, right? And you may have been wearing a mask the whole time, like, yeah, sure, But there's someone that loves you more than you know. So in love here, what I'm seeing for love is highlighting is that someone loves you more than they're letting on. They have deeper feelings for you. This may be someone who you disconnected from emotionally, maybe someone that you may have said, there's always a problem in this relationship. And typically with these kind of problems, they affect us emotionally, but the problem looks like something that's outside of our control. It looks like, well, the wheel turned this way, so now we're having these struggles, and oh, the wheel turned that way, so now we're having these conflicts. And so I'm seeing there be an energy of disconnect here. And I see that there's someone it's almost like a secret admirer energy. This person admires you, still adores you, but they may not show it as much as they did before, or they usually do. There might be a disconnect in that, but the feelings are there definitely, and that will improve as well. I'm also seeing unexpected money coming in for you, and this is the kind of money that may secure something for you. Even it might not necessarily be money, but it's worth money. There's a gain here, especially as far as owning something. It could be a home, a car. There's a gain coming. Okay. Now we have optimism with judgment and Nine of Swords. Even in the face of your stresses and your worries, optimism is key. They're showing that the same thing is going to happen. Like the same problems will repeat themselves, right? Every day you're going to be hungry, right? There's no need to worry that you're not going to be fed. It's a vibe that I'm seeing. I'm seeing angel number 7777. So 7777. You got to change your perspective on things when this comes out, okay? You got to see that if you want to succeed, you got to keep doing what you're doing, no matter what comes up, no matter what obstacles come up. You need to dig deep for the wisdom that you have from the path that you've already been on. Judgment, you've been doing something before already. You've already dealt with something before. There's a cycle, and they're showing you that you need to dig deep so you can overcome this cycle. You're meant to overcome something. You know exactly what you need to do. When 7777 comes out, this is a call for perseverance. It's a call for you to change the way you're thinking about something and reflect, dig deep, okay? Instead of abandoning or walking away or saying, forget it, I give up, dig deeper. You're meant to elevate. You're meant to move forward or move further than you have already. And you need to remember that you have a purpose. And your purpose is tied into what matters to you. And if something didn't matter to you, you wouldn't even be doing it. So why abandon it, kind of vibe? Or why, you know what I mean? Why kind of be like, well, yeah, because they're giving too much energy of abandoning, okay? I'm only saying this because they're just giving a lot of energy of like, yeah, you gave up. Yeah, you just give up. You disappointed courage. High Priestess with the Queen of Cups. This is an energy of saying you're going to have to be brave and believe that the situation will improve. If you are in a connection, it's important to be vulnerable with this person. Okay? It's important to see that although you don't know their private thoughts, they're thinking about you so much. There's someone here that loves you more than they're saying. You're going to have to be brave enough, right, to forgive yourself, make your peace with your past, make your peace with the past with the person, make your peace with their past, and make your peace. It's time to have hope. Okay. I know one thing. On Thursday, which today would be more of this is Wednesday, but tomorrow, right? And plus there's a new moon today and tomorrow. I don't know if you have an altar or if you have like a place where you light candles. It doesn't always have to be, okay, I dedicate this space, I have an altar. But if you have a designated space that you always light candles, or a place where you place beautiful crystals, or a place where you're like, I don't know, my herbs, just, I have a, whatever it is that you have, okay, whatever it is that you do, especially if you have an altar, they're asking you to burn, well, light your altar candles at midnight. So that could be tonight at midnight, tomorrow at midnight, right? And burn frankincense and myrrh incense. And then if you have the essential oil, right, frankincense especially, it's very easy to get. You would want to anoint your forehead where the third eye would be, okay? And it's almost to say to spirit, for some, they want you to say that you want to be a blessing to all. And to say, in a sense, like, that blessings will fall, like blessings will come towards you, fall from the sky, right? And well, it doesn't have to always be blessings from the sky, because I'm just seeing someone doing that and saying that they want blessings for all around them, and blessings for everyone coming from, falling down on them like rain. And almost to say, spirit, I know that you're generous with me, and I know you will never deny me, and that you are grateful already for the blessings, because I'm seeing unexpected money. This is a spell for wealth, or money for a calling for wealth, right? And so it's not necessarily a spell. Some people have funny connotations when it comes to things like that, but this is almost a vibe, just to say, uh, this is to open the doors for wealth to come in. What do you have? What have you got to lose? So I'm very funny about giving spells, kind of thing. What I would say is that you need to come up with your own thing. It is always so much more potent when it's your own words, in your words, how you feel, and you're putting the energy into it, right? But I would say something to the tune of that you're making like an offering for the blessings coming in a sense, or and to say that whoever it is that you ascribe to, right, that you are, I would say, you are explaining that the universe, whoever you ascribe to, the most generous, right? Spirits was so generous with you, and they never deny you a blessing, and that you are grateful for that, and that you want blessings for all that you're connected to, right? There's some kind of energy of that. Yes. So there you have it. Okay. You could, I would say, look into your 10th house, which is your house anyway, or the second house. They're wanting you to see what's shifting in your life in the 10th house, what's shifting in your world. Second house would have a lot to do with your finances and the possessions that are coming your way. What usually, mm, what attributes are usually ascribed to people who have the second house placements for people like you, whoever it is, right? You could have any sign there, and so that you know what's coming in, because there's something unexpected coming in. I keep seeing it. You could be dealing with another Capricorn, a Sagittarius, a Pisces. We even have Cancer or Scorpio here. So you could be a Sagittarius Capricorn cusp, or a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp you could be dealing with. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.